Hey guys, what's up? This is Stephanie Flatus here with creatingwithin.com, the place to get in touch with your inner world. And today I want to answer a question from Mr. Grown Man who sent a comment in to one of the videos I put out a few weeks ago called Promises, Can We Really Keep Them? And basically he asked if it's true that we can't keep promises because ultimately they are an illusionary form of security for the most part, then what's the purpose of a relationship or marriage for that matter? The purpose of a relationship is all about growth. It is a catalyst for our own growth because it provides us with the most contrast. Its purpose is to teach you how to be more of yourself, and it does that through the mechanism of growth. Therefore, it's a place that should be limitless, and it's not supposed to limit you because if its purpose is for your own growth in order to allow you to be more of yourself, then it can't possibly be a place that limits you. However, for many of us, relationships have become a place that limits us. And I'll give you an example. When I was 19, I got into my first serious relationship, and I had an opportunity to go study abroad to China for 6 months. Now, I didn't take the opportunity because I didn't want to risk losing my relationship. So in an attempt to hold on to my relationship, I gave up on my desire to go study abroad. Now, it was a decision I made, but I allowed the relationship to limit me rather than empower me to be more of myself, which would have been to follow my desire to go study abroad. And if that meant that the relationship would have to come to an end in order for me to pursue my desire, then that's what needed to happen in order for me to be following my purpose and becoming more of who I am. But oftentimes we don't look at relationships from that perspective. We are more in an attached and dependency area and energy that many times we will give up on our own dreams and desires. We will give up on aspects of ourselves. We will put up with things that don't serve us and that actually are preventing our own growth in order to not lose a relationship. Because if you think about it, what most of us fear when it comes to relationships, at the core of it, it comes down to the fact that we have a very difficult time as humans in letting go of things and people. Because if you're avoiding relationships, most times you're avoiding it because you don't want to experience the pain and the emotional investment that comes with a relationship only to later not have it work out. And if you're in a relationship, you know that besides all the things that you experience in a relationship, good and bad, the hardest aspect of a relationship is when you have to let it go. Even if that relationship is really bad, it's still really difficult to let it go. How many of you have been in a relationship that you knew was over and that you needed to let go of because it was no longer serving you, but you still held on to it because you just didn't know how to let go? I know I've been there. But ultimately, it's all about growth. A relationship is teaching you how to relate to another person, including yourself. A relationship allows you to experience, it gives you the opportunity to experience the grandest aspects of who you could be, all the way to the lowest aspects of who you are. You get to experience an array of emotions from deep despair all the way to bliss and ecstasy and everything in between. But what all of this has in common is that it's all serving you as a catalyst for your own growth, to teach you more about yourself, to teach you more about the things that you want or don't want in life. So you can choose to use relationship for the purpose of security and comfort and settling, or you can choose to use relationships for its purpose of growth and in allowing you to become more of who you are, even if that means you're going to have to experience those things in which you consider to be painful from time to time. But if you trust that things are always working out for your highest good, then you'll be fine. Well, Mr. Grown Man, I hope that this answers your question and that it helps you in some form in your own inner journey. In the meantime, guys, continue to communicate, connect, and create. And remember, if you have any questions for me, leave them below and I'll be sure to respond, or maybe I'll make a video in response to it. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.